You was good. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, Super Solid, back with another video. And y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I'm here for today. If y'all seen the thumbnail, you know what the video is about. Today's video is the one and only MarkGrayson, also known as Invincible, versus the one and only Jonathan Kent, also known as Superboy, or to some, Superman. If you haven't seen Invincible, then what you doing with your life? Go subscribe right now. Get your little Prime account. Watch Invincible. Start reading the comics. Because the comics are even better. Robert Kirkman is a genius. What are you doing? You're wasting your life. Go do all that stuff. I ain't getting into no origins and nothing like that. You want to know more details about these characters? Guess what? Go read the comics and show your support. Comics are awesome. They're life. They're beautiful and they're amazing. Trust me, you're not going to regret it. So let's get started. You know what it is. First and foremost, let me tell y'all about that boy, Invincible. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. So let me tell you about that boy, Invincible. Y'all know what it is. What that boy Mark got? What he got? Oh, that boy got that superhuman strength, superhuman speed, superhuman stamina, superhuman endurance, flight, and vulnerability. But now that we know he got the good stuff, how powerful is this man's really? Let's see. An underrated feat that nobody really talks about a lot, and that's why I'm gonna use it in this video, is a feat where he went after a missile and he punched a hole in it. But like, oh, Solar, why is this so impressive? He just chased the missile and punched a hole in it. Why is this so impressive? Well, it's impressive. Let me tell you, young sir. This is impressive because said missile was said to fly into the sun and cause a solar flare. Why is that impressive? A planet, as big as a planet is and as powerful as a planet can be, a planet will disintegrate before it even touches the sun. So the fact that Mark caught and punched a hole in something that was going to be durable enough to go into the sun, yeah, yeah, definitely shows that by calculations and stuff like that, like, yo, that's that's incredible. That basically says that Mark is stronger than a planet, if not comparable. So, yeah, and for said feat, most likely gonna have it up on the screen for y'all. And said feat happened in Invincible issue 51. So y'all can go check it out for yourselves. To further prove this point, that Mark is either comparable or stronger than a planet, there is a character called Space Racer. And this man's trolling around on this little space motorcycle, got a Glock 40. You know what it is, man, got the Glock. And that little Glock of his could shoot through planets, stars, all that stuff. This man's literally explodes planets and stars with a Glock, bro. That drone hits the planet, hits the star, boom, causes a chain reaction where it explodes, blow with a Glock. You already know what it is. And the reason I'm bringing up said Glock from the homeboy Space Racer is because Nolan strictly said that he beat him already, that Space Racer couldn't beat him. So, in the same comic where he says that he couldn't beat him, does that mean that Nolan tanked that blast? Because that blast is really fast. There's like there's a part where they're flying towards the planet to destroy it, and the blast is on par with them. Like, so I doubt that he just like ran away from Space Racer. So I'm gonna go ahead on a limb and assume that Nolan tanked that blast, which can destroy stars and planets. So I mean, yo, Mark has been said to be stronger than his father. Only because I'm not using earlier feats. I'm using end of the issue feats. You know what I'm saying? End of the run feats. I ain't using none of that. That other stuff is low ball compared to him getting stronger over time. Because he's a character that gets stronger over time. And yes, he is more powerful than his dad, as shown in the fight with Thrag, as Mark clearly put up the way better fight. So if Nolan could tank the blast from Space Racer's gun that can destroy planets and stars, then it's only safe to say that Mark could do the same thing. So, you know what I'm saying? It was stated in the guidebook for Invincible that, that Glock be tearing up planets and stars. So, hey, hey, don't kill me, don't haunt me, don't get mad at me. I'm just wanking at his finest. You know what I'm saying? Show what I'm saying? Show what I'm saying? Invincible dope. Invincible dope. And I got to make this fight as fair as I can. Because I can't go in there lowballing him with all the lowball feats just for John to smash him. No, I got to put this man's up there with his best feats. You know what I'm saying? None of that lowball shit. His best feats. You know what I'm saying? Using some of his best feats and comparable to science and calculations to real life. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Mark being planetary to star level is not far-fetched at all. As far as speeds goes, compared to his dad and Thrag, Mark is easily much faster than light. And I'm pretty sure he can react at those speeds too. Shoot. If y'all don't believe that he's planetary to star level for what I just said, let's get into the meat and potatoes. Alright? When Mark fought Thrag, they took the fight to the sun. Okay, they fought in the sun. Why is that so impressive? Like I said, once again, a planet can't even touch a star before it disintegrates. Seeing as these two Viltrumites managed to get inside of the star and were injuring each other in the star, yeah, that's crazy. Meaning they both have star level durability and strength because they were injuring each other. Like, it wasn't just like Thrag was beating the shit out of Mark. No, they was going blow for blow. Bing, boom, bang, bing, bada, bing, boom, bam. You know what I'm saying? They was going blow for blow, throat for throat. They was in the star for what seemed more than seconds fighting inside of it. Which clearly, by y'all logic, because y'all the fans, y'all make everything up. Y'all the boss, not me. I just read shit and tell y'all stuff. That's it. But by y'all logic, Thor in the MCU survived a full blast of a neutron star for a few seconds, and they consider him star level. Mark did the same thing. He survived. Just like Thor did, because Thor was dying. So that put Mark's at star level too. It ain't, y'all can't say that it don't work the same for him. Yeah, it does. If anything, Mark was in the star longer than Thor had took the blast for. So, yeah, we got Mark at star level, planetary to star level for sure, for sure, for sure. With these little bit of feats that I just told y'all, for sure, for sure, planetary to star level and much faster than light speed. If y'all don't know, the fight that happened inside the sun is from Invincible said issue 140. Go check it out. The fight is amazing. Now that we got up there with Invincible and we know what the man could do, yo, let's move on to my boy Jonathan Kent and see what he cooking. All right, let's see what that boy Jonathan Kent cooking. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of all of this, because this fight is really close. Now let's see what's going on over here on Jonathan's side. Let's see what's going on. Let's see if John can dish out planetary to star level strength and durability, so he can beat or even contend with Invincible. So let's just see how powerful this Superboy really is. And you already know, Superboy got that superhuman strength, superhuman speed, superhuman stamina, superhuman endurance, invulnerability, flight, heat vision, and the frostbite. Almost exactly the same amount of powers as Invincible, but just like one or two more. That's about it. But where do we put this motherfucker with these powers? While John has yet to surpass Clark Kent Superman in the books, John is still said to be no slouch at all. As in one issue, Batman does refer to John, while Clark is off world, as being the most powerful being on the planet. So, John is no slouch. And starting this section for John, the same way that Invincible basically fought a more evil, brutal version of his father, which is Thrag, basically, because he was way more brutal and way more evil than Nolan was. John himself actually fought an evil version of his father, known as Ultraman. And while you're thinking, Ultraman probably beat him up, probably squashed him. No, this feed is quite impressive. Why? Because I was thinking the same thing too. I'm like, oh wait, Ultraman about to pop up? He about to squash this bug ass dude. No, he does not. John does not only survive the fight with Ultraman, but knocks him out for a few seconds. Knocks him out for a few seconds. That's just outrageous if you ask me. Seeing as all the feats that Ultraman has, being able to stand up to Superman, being almost as equal to Superman, that's just outlanderous for real. Thus, definitely putting John at those planetary to star levels of power. For real, for real. As when he knocked out Ultraman, Ultraman stated that that was the hardest punch he's ever felt. The same guy who's basically Superman's equal. In most stories, at least. But said feat and fight did happen in Adventures of Superman, John Kent, issue 2. Go check that out if you want to get the full glory. Now, further improving the strength of John and proving that he's in those planetary to star level strength with that boy Invincible is there is a time where John himself actually sat in the sun. Yes, yes. John being able to even make it into the sun, being a hybrid of a Kryptonian and a human, is bizarre. Yeah, Clark does it. Clark does it because he's an actual alien. But John is half human, and he was sitting in the sun. Remind you, on his way to the sun, this John was weakened, and he was on his way to the sun so he can recharge. So the fact that the weakened John even was powerful enough to even make it into the sun to recharge definitely makes him more powerful than a planet itself. So, yeah. And that said feat, if you want to know, happened in Adventures of Superman, Jonathan Kent, issue 6. Go check that out to get the full glory for yourself. Another little cool feat that I want to imply, not really his strength or power or nothing like that, but more so the heat vision. His heat vision was capable of actually injuring his father, who is indeed a base level, star level threat at base, which is the state that John injured him in, which is really base state. And this really further proves that John is capable of dishing out planetary to star level strength of power. With that being said, his speed comparable to his dad, even said comparable to a Flash, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Kid Flash, who is absurdly fast as well. So, with that being said, in all reality, your boy John caps out at easily planetary plus to star levels of power with much faster than light speeds. Damn, I like stopped and paused for a second. I can't even talk, but yeah, this fight looks like it would be really good as both fought an evil Superman. Both are definitely in that star level power. And with that being said, my great fans and people out there in the world and all nerds like me in the comic community that love superheroes and all, who do you think wins this fight? Invincible or Superman? John Kent? Will John's heat vision be too much for Invincible? Or will Invincible's brutality and power be too much for someone like John? Hey, yo, this could be a good fight for real. Without lowballing and wank, this is a good fight for real. I hope y'all like it. Who do y'all think would win? And personally, if y'all want to read more, please check out the Invincible comics to read more about Invincible. I highly suggest the comics. They're amazing. And as for John, I suggest you read Super Sons with Damian Wayne and The Adventures of Superman, John Kent, issues 1 through 6. Y'all already know what it is. I gave y'all the information. Now you decide who wins the fight. See y'all next time, folks, and take care. Your boy Super Solid out.